Hello, this reading is going to be for Pisces. First, I'd like to welcome you to my brand new YouTube channel, Fundy Fortunes. All the pertinent information is down below the video if you just look down below. And you can always send me off an email. That information is there. If you'd like to, you can go to my website, Fundy, I'm sorry, BayOfFundyFortunes.blogspot.com. Sorry for the mix-up. It's been a long day. I now have some outside noise. Very annoying neighbor. Boys, oh boys. Anyways, I like to keep things professional and calm and focused here. So if you hear any outside noise, just try to shut him out. I'm trying really hard. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is a weekly reading, and that is for the sign of Pisces at this time. And it's kind of a rip-off because my day got messed up for you. Even though it's a free reading, it's still, today is gone more or less. But I'm still going to start with today, and it will be 7 cards over the next 7 days of the coming week. Okay, so Pisces. All right, I've cleansed my cards. I like to show this off. This is just one of many rocks. Living on the Bay of Fundy, the highest tides in the world are here. I have a 3/4 mile beach in my backyard in the Bay of Fundy. The tide comes in twice a day and brings in all kinds of interesting rocks. Look at that energy line through there. Isn't that amazing and interesting? And it's been washed by the ocean in the Bay of Fundy. It doesn't get any cleaner than that, so I cleanse the spirit and the energies of my cards with this rock. So, without further ado, I'm going to start to shuffle the cards. Before I do, I will also mention the way I am. I am an empath, and I am also an intuitive card reader. I go by the meaning of the cards and what they represent, and then I add my own two intuitive sense to it as well. And when I get real quiet, it's because I'm listening to my intuition and to spirit and the messages that are coming through. So when I get real quiet, the screen hasn't frozen. I haven't died. I'm still here. So when I shuffle the cards, I don't like to talk about current events or anything like that. I like to stick to the subject at hand, and that is the cards, and that is getting the messages from the cards through me to you. Just a little snippet there. Okay, so I'm going to begin to, shuffle the cards. All right. I normally take pop-outs and drops. I'm not going to do that because I just picked them up. If these cards are meant to come up, they'll come up again. So I'm going to shuffle until the cards feel right. And I ask that messages from the universe, spirit, any messages for Pisces today. And this is May the 18th, 2016. And any messages for the next 7 days for Pisces. Messages for Pisces. Bring me messages for Pisces. Okay, one more. Get a bit of a split. I like to refresh the cards and clean them. A couple more spins here. Alright, they're ready to go. Alright, I'm going to cut the deck into 3 piles. Messages for Pisces, please. Make sure these are shuffled very well. Now I'm going to fan the cards, and I'm going to pick out 7 cards at random, and let Spirit, Universe, send me messages for Pisces. First card, Ace of Spades. Second card. Spades are also swords, so that's the Ace of Swords, King of Swords, the Eight of Swords, Eight of Wands, for staves or rods, Seven of Cups. Two more. Eight of Cups. And one more. The Ten of Cups. Very nice. All right. Let the reading begin. Okay, your first card, Pisces. The Ace of Swords. Okay, we'll just briefly cover what swords mean in general. And what the swords are, they usually refer to what's going on in the mind and the power of the mind, what's buried in the mind. It taps into your thoughts and into the logical side of your brain, and it's all about how you perceive. And it's also about internalizing circumstances and how you handle them and process them in your head, how the brain processes different circumstances. So, we have the Ace, all right? So, the Ace of Swords. The Ace normally will bring, they usually represent new beginnings, fresh starts, this kind of a thing. And I'm just going to go down and use my guide a bit here, and then I apply my intuitiveness too. Okay, here we go. Okay, so the Ace of Swords represents the beginning of a new way of thinking, a new enlightenment. And who can't use that at times? So this is for the rest of today, and it may overlap into tomorrow. I'm seeing here, and I'm being nudged to say that I feel that for you, Pisces, between today and tomorrow, this could even happen tonight in your sleep, um, you're going to turn a new corner. On the way you deal every day with everyday, I won't say mundane things, but the everyday normal things, where you are right now isn't really working for you. It's not to your better benefit. Um, this change is not going to be difficult. It's going to be more of a natural progression for you. Um, something is going to click here. Something is going to click in here. And Pisces, this turn will be a positive turn. It will be subtle with a big impact. At the end of the day, in the bigger picture, it will be big. But it'll be so easy to make this turn, this change, this new enlightenment, this new outlook, um, that it's going to feel like second nature to you. You're not going to feel uncomfortable with the ride. You're not going to feel like, I don't really want to do this, but I know I have to. It isn't going to be anything like that at all. It's more of a, it will be so natural to you, you'll barely notice it. But at the end of the day, it's going to be the way you feel. It's going to be about your outlook. It's going to be about how what you viewed yesterday is going to look completely different to you today because of the way you're looking at it. That's a natural thing with human nature. This is just my opinion, not my intuitiveness, that we can change our outlook. We can't change the circumstances, but we can change the way we look at them. We can change our reaction to them. And these are the things you're going to be going through. This is for the rest of today, tonight, and probably overlapping a bit into tomorrow, because this progression is probably going to last longer than a week. And light bulbs will be going off, really good ones. So, okay, so now I'll move into um, tomorrow, which is Thursday, and we're looking at the King of Swords. Okay, so again, this is about thought, logic, how we perceive things, whatnot, and so on. But the King is a older gentleman, I would say 40 to 50 years old, and he's a dark in the complexion. He may have light skin, but he'll have dark features. He'll have dark eyes, dark hair. Salt and pepper probably is what he'll have. He is a basically successful man. He never stops trying. He always has a new venture on the go. He's somebody that you admire. And as the card says, and I agree with it, his ambition overrides everything else at times. That's not always a good thing. It's not always smart. But he's the one that has to pay the piper. So you have to remember with this man, what he does is his business as long as it doesn't affect you. He's also someone, let me see, give me one moment. He's a relative. He's close to you. He's been in your life your whole life. Probably an uncle, Pisces. He's very much his own man. Very independent. Doesn't count on anybody else in the world. He has his own mind. You look up to this man. And somehow tomorrow he's going to have a place in your day. Our next card, another sword card. And it's the Eight of Swords. This is Friday's card. I'm going to come back to that one in a minute. Because that card, it's the Eight of Swords, is going to tie in somehow with the other cards. So we'll move on to the next card, which is the Eight of Staves or the Eight of Rods. And this is for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, for Saturday. Okay. There's going to be a situation that's going on, and it's going to happen suddenly. Not saying it's bad, not at all. What are your messages for Eight of Wands? Okay, I'm going to go back to Friday as well. The two tie in together. They're both eights. You've got double eights here. And, okay, the Eight of Swords, I'm sorry. There's, I see something brewing. It's negative. I see and I feel that you're going to get a phone call and it's going to upset you. It's gossip, it's arguments, it's deceit. And it's going to happen like this because just as fast as a phone will ring, you could change your whole life in one phone call. This is going to change your life. But I see you, Pisces, um, listening intently to this phone call. And this isn't something you've never dealt with before. You've been here before with this, so you don't have a whole lot to say. It's disturbing to you on one hand, but on the other hand, you've got experience with this, and you're sick and tired of the lies, the deceit, the problems, the troublemaking. And it doesn't go past you. You don't let it, you don't allow yourself to absorb it because you've been there. Somebody, it's just, I'm going to be real blunt here, Pisces. Somebody's a shit disturber and a pain in the ass. And you know what they're all about. You are so on them. You don't like it. This phone call is really perturbing you. You're fed up with it all. But on the other hand, you don't let it shake you anymore. At one time, this person has a habit of being this way. They're just, they're going to try to stir up the poop pot, in a manner of speaking. Um, they say haters are going to hate. Some people are like that. It doesn't matter what's going on around them. Their regard for their close friends and family is nil to none. And you're on that list. And it's almost like they have the phone in one hand and they have a list on the wall and saying, who can I go after today? Um, this is a very weak-minded person. There's nothing you can do or say or anybody else can say to try to control this person. You just have to know what they're all about. That's your weapon of defense. The main weapon of defense, I feel to tell you, hang the phone up. And if you were doing the dishes or having a cup of tea or listening to music, go right back to that again and put them out of your mind. Empty threats, empty energy, that's going nowhere. If anything you can do, Pisces, with your generous heart is to feel some compassion for someone like that. Feel sorry for them. Okay? So that's Saturday. Friday and Saturday kind of tie into the same thing. Okay, now we're getting into the Cups card or the Hearts card, whichever you would like to refer to them. They're interchangeable, okay? So they mean basically the meanings are exactly the same. The card looks a little different. That's it. All right. So we've got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. On Sunday, Pisces. On Sunday, your card, Seven of Hearts. Ah, there we go again. Boys, oh boys, I tell you, when the cards talk, they talk. And it's not gossip. This is the truth. The Seven of Hearts. Oh my goodness, ties back in with those two eights again. Somebody is unreliable. Somebody that is a very lustful person. Sometimes full of debauchery. Sometimes even whoredom. I'm saying that verbatim from the meanings in front of me. And they're tied into the look at. I'm feeling for you, Pisces. Whatever you need to get done over the next week, don't depend on anybody but yourself or those closest to you that you have an impeccable standard of trust for. This, I feel, is going to overshadow these two eights with the lies, the deceit. They're here for a reason and they show up for a reason. The cards are bringing this to your attention for a reason. And I think really is to give you a nudge to stay on top of things, to remain on your tippy toes, but without falling over because of it. Remain realistic about the way some people are, that you can't control that. Okay? Um, yeah, don't count on anybody but yourself, or those that, like I say, you trust completely for anything that needs to get done this week. And you do have some strong support there, Pisces. You're a very well liked and a very well loved person. You're a good person, generous heart, um, someone that always tries to see the brighter side of life, but you're not. You're not a pushover. So this person that's calling you on the phone, trying to rock your world, you're smarter than that. Okay? They see you as a fluff type person. Somebody maybe they underestimate you, Pisces, is what I'm saying. They underestimate what you're like in here. Um, all they see is what you have out here. And what you have out here is a beautiful personality with a generous heart, easygoing, non-judgmental. And this person, this black personality, sits back and goes, boys, oh boys, are you ever stupid? Boys, oh boys, are you ever naive? And I could have a field day with you, and I could really mess with your head. No. They may think that, and here's the shocker. Come back at them if you have to. And don't give them any of this. You give them what's in here. And it'll be a lesson learned for them. And it'll be a relief for you. And the relief and the message you send to them is, don't you dare ever mess with me again. It's unfortunate we have these people in our lives. It's the way of the universe. You have like the scales of justice, and you've got good and you've got bad. In order to have a balance in life, as with all things, you have to deal with the bad and hold on to the good. And the good's always going to outweigh the bad. I don't care if it doesn't seem that way in the moment. Down the road, bigger picture, the good always, 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 Pisces, outweighs the bad. That's what I'm getting from your cards, okay? So Monday is the Eight of Hearts. Oh, wow. Now, see how things can change around. The Eight of Hearts is a wonderful, wonderful card. You're going to be invited to a celebration, maybe a party, that has the air of celebration, but it's like an unofficial celebration. I'm not seeing. Just one moment here. Give me one moment. Clarify the message, please. Spirit, clarify the message for Pisces on Monday. It's a going away party. You're going to get an invitation or a phone call that's inviting you to a going away party. Family member. Younger. 20-ish. I can't assign a sex. It's not coming to me. Not right yet. But it's a going away party. And you're celebrating them. You're wishing them well. Everybody's coming together to wish them well. To show their support. Happy times, happy memories. There'll be some happy tears. Bittersweet. It's a bittersweet gathering. I see you floating around at this gathering, Pisces. The bittersweetness shows on your face. You're weeping. Tears of joy. I'm feeling it. And the bittersweet part of sadness, knowing it's going to be a while before you'll be able to reach out and touch that person again physically. You're happy for them, but you're sorry and sad for your own loss. That it's going to be a while before you can hug them again. And yeah, it's a beautiful thing. I'm all teared up, for heaven's sakes. Maybe I'm tired. Okay, Pisces. On Tuesday, you have the Ten of Hearts. Again, hearts represent matters of the heart, of course. Your feelings, your dreams, your desires, love, relationship issues, the heart of the home. Hearts always represent these things. Hearts are almost always a good card to get. There you know, aren't many negative connotations that are hooked onto the hearts or attached to the hearts. Um, but on Tuesday, you may have on Tuesday some emotional instability. That's what I'm feeling. The emotional instability is nothing to do with the invitation to this gathering. This is something different on Tuesday. You're going to be brooding. Brooding about what? Your heart's going to feel overwhelmed, and it's just going to fill, 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 spill over like a flood. Whatever it is you're brooding over, you have to be careful, Pisces, to not get drowned in it. Don't become drowned um, in the brooding. If you when it gets to the worst and you feel yourself breaking and you're brooding about something you have no control over, step outside and take a deep breath of air. Clear your mind, deep breaths. Take in the air and let the energy of nature and life cleanse everything out. That's the best way I can put it for you. Once you do that, um, before the day's over on Tuesday, you're going to feel like kind of good about yourself that you were able to take that cloud and slouch it off, slough it off, and push it to the side because brooding just is what it is. It's an emotional response to, I'm not happy and I don't like this. I don't like it one little bit. Whatever it is, I can't see it. The cards are not showing me right off what it is. Um, but I see you alone at home, Pisces, and you're brooding. You're brooding most of the day away. You're going to come to your senses before the day's out, and you're going to feel a lot better, and you will sleep a lot better on Tuesday night. You're going to feel lighter. You're going to see reality. Brooding can come. The cards are telling me that brooding is a dark place to go, and it feeds a part of us that doesn't serve any positive reinforcement, any positive energy. Um, it's the dark side of us. We all have that. Um, Give me 1 minute. 1 minute. At the end of the day, I see you sitting back with your feet up. You're thinking back over the day and where you started out in the morning and where you ended up at the end of the day are two worlds apart. They're just worlds apart. You're feeling good and you're feeling like you accomplished something. The brooding is something that you conquered. It really has you at the beginning of the day on Tuesday, like it's got you like this, and you're feeling like I can't I can't do this, whatever this is. I don't know. I'm sorry. Um, and it's like you get out a shield and a sword in a metaphorical sense, and you slay that dragon before the day's out. And your day ends at the opposite end of that scale that what you started out with. Um, the fact that you have 3 heart cards at the end of the week, at the end of your reading, is wonderful because anytime you have these good cards, the hearts are like the best of the best of the best of the cards. The cups are the best of the best. It will overshadow everything that preceded them. It lightens it somewhat, like this fool that calls you and they're full of lies and deceits and nothing but negative energy. These 3 cup cards are going to lessen the blow. They're going to make this person almost a joke. Okay, so there's the thing there. Enlightenment between today, tonight, and tomorrow. Taking a new curve. Very subtle turn. Very subtle turn. Matter of fact, when you beat the brooding, actually, the beginning of the reading ties in with the end of the reading. The enlightenment comes in. That's going to help you get through the brooding. The enlightenment between tonight, tomorrow, is going to give you what you need to get on top of the brooding that you're feeling. The brooding you're going to is going to haul you out of that gray space, the space of no hope, the space that nothing is stagnant. Nothing stays the same. You're going to realize that when you come out of the brooding. Um, okay, you're going to say to yourself, I let myself go there, Pisces. That's what you're going to say. I let myself go there, and I learned something. I don't have to stay there. I don't have to stay in that dark place. I have a choice. Here's where the enlightenment, it's like an epiphany, and you're going to feel the power within yourself to pull yourself out of that and to make things better. There's the gathering as well, bittersweet, and I see you walking through a house inside, and there's people there, and like I said, you're weeping bittersweet tears. And then there's your uncle. There's an uncle there, somebody, an uncle-like type of person He's ambitious and successful, and he's a very strong man, and don't be afraid to turn to him. Well, Pisces, I hope you enjoyed your reading, and very interesting reading, very emotional for me to get hauled in to the point of tears in my eyes and feeling um, my heart swell for you for this bittersweet moment in this gathering you'll be attending. Um, I hope you enjoyed the reading overall. I hope you got something out of it. And if you'd like to like the video down below, click like, share it, share on YouTube or on Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus it, subscribe. That's the big one for me. Subscribe to the channel, Bay of Fundy Fortunes. And the next time I do videos, which will be next week, you'll get an email notification letting you know that I've done another email reading for the sign of Pisces. Try to be kind to yourself this week after reading those cards. I'm walking away with that. Be a lot kinder to yourself. Don't be so hard on you. Pisces are known to be gentle spirits. Okay? Yeah, they got a bit of a fight in them when it really comes out. They really don't like to take that out. But because you're a nice person, Pisces, don't let others take that. Don't let anyone take advantage of that ever. Show them your stuff. Show them what you're made of. Okay? So if you'd like a private reading, you can email me. That's the best way to get hold of me. Information's in the description box below. You can go to my website, bayofundyfortunes.blogspot.com. That's also down below in the box as well. And until I hear from you again, and I will post in about a week from now, and we'll do another week time reading. And until then, be kind to yourself, love yourself, and in love and light and embracing life, I wish you do, and I wish you a wonderful, wonderful, if anything but boring week ahead. See you later. Bye for now.